Craft, design, and launch NFTs effortlessly across multiple blockchains. From generating high-quality visuals to enhancing audio, scripting, and minting digital assets, Call AI's advanced tools empower creators of all kinds, developers, designers, artists, and innovators alike. Now available on mobile, Call AI brings everything you need into one seamless platform, giving you the power to create anytime, anywhere.
Click the link at the Yes, click the top line of the description for the best AI app out there. All right, so the other day we talked about and reported that 6ix9ine was getting a lot of his stuff auctioned off by the IRS, some of his jewelry, his pendants, and even some of his musical plaques. Well, earlier, actually yesterday, the feds raided him once again. That's right, this is exclusive. The feds ran down in his crib once again. You see we got some footage right there. Now, the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office and the U.S. Probation and the PBSO Narcotics Unit executed a search warrant in Tekashi's home. Now, about 9 a.m., they bust in his house, swarmed in his crib, and they began, digging through stuff, turning stuff over. And what they found is crazy. Now, accordingly, they found drugs, weapons, and also while they were in there, they took a sample of his DNA, which is, I thought they would already have that since he was in the system, right? He already been, in a New York state, he was an informant, but nevertheless, they, they cuffed him, which is customary to do when they bust in your crib. They cuff everybody, they secured him, and now they're saying the reason, the Palm County Sheriff's Office saying the reason that they did it, it was because there was a probation check. Right now, the ironic part about this is that he did not leave the crib in handcuffs. Right now, again, he is currently on house arrest after he served a 30-day jail sentence for probation violation for testing positive for meth and other infractions. Now, as you know, the IRS swarmed on him, because he owed some back taxes to the IRS, and they weren't having it. They started confiscating his stuff, selling it off in order to pay those back taxes. Now, the amount that he owes has not been disclosed right now, but I guess it don't matter at the end of the day. It got to be the upper hundreds of thousands, probably close to the millions, because you figure if you had the bread, you would just pay him. One thing about the IRS, if you pay them, they'll stop messing with you. They want their money, just like anybody else. So this is not good. And I see a lot of people, I read the comments, y'all saying, I thought he was a Fed. Look, I thought he was a Fed too. Apparently, they ain't rocking with him like that. Apparently, they ain't really feeling him like that, because they are all over this man. And it's kind of showing you, like, this is what happens. Like, he got himself out of that whole trouble situation with the Bloods and all of that. But they wasn't cool with you, bruh. They was just using you to get those convictions, to lock them brothers up. And they also did a sweep on the Blood set that Cardi B and Star Brim was affiliated with. Sometime last month, maybe 2 months ago, they swept a lot of them cats up New York as well. So, look, a lot of people say it's poetic justice that this is happening to Tekashi, because people just don't like him. And I always said, I just thought it was some sucker, what, for him to be loud, obnoxious, all gangster, right? And you not wear it on your chest. You got to sit down. Like, you did all of this. You was putting hits out on people. You was barking. You was popping up in Chicago, popping up in L.A., talking big noise. Soon as the feds squeezed you, you cracked. And now they still squeezing you. And you still cracking. But in a way, it's like, it's like, I respect the dude. Not that I respect somebody who does crime. I understand you got to do what you got to do. But I respect the dude who just sit down and say, you know what? Shit. I'm just going to have to sit down, bro. 10, 15, whatever. Because I was involved in this shit. Right? But instead, he took the sucker way out. Right? He went into witness protection. Got all these high-powered Navy SEAL bodyguards. And you still being toppled. And those dudes are going to come home. Right? And those dudes is gonna be solid. Now, again, the whole snitch thing just comes with the culture. That's just what it is. 98% of the people are going to tell. 98% of the people are going to tell. That's just what it is, right? I don't care if you think they're your brother, your friend, especially when the feds come in, especially when they say, look, 25 years minimum. If you help us, I can get you out of here in 5. I can get you out of here in 3. I can sign a deal right now to let you go home if you help us. Other than that, the minimum mandatory is 25 years. That's essentially what they hit him with, essentially, because he was facing damn near life in prison. I mean, they had the drugs, they had the murder for hire, the RICO, all this stuff the feds had on him, and he cracked. And again, I was not surprised because everybody knew that this man was a featherweight, right? Everybody knew he wasn't Teflon. Everybody knew that. But again, the trolling stuff. You see a lot of people doing the trolling stuff, the trolling. It's about you create this energy and you spew this energy. It's going to come back on you somehow, man. It's going to come back on you. You spew all this negativity. You talking about dead people. You antagonizing this, you antagonizing that. Somebody's going to be waiting in the wing when you least expect it. It's like like you think you got away with something, right? And somebody catch you at the worst. Like you might be out with your kids or something, God forbid. Or in a vulnerable situation where you ain't even see them. You was having so much fun, they caught you slipping. We all been caught slipping before. They caught you. So don't think that you could do dirt to people, right? And you're going to skate off. At the end of the day, bodyguards, I get it. All this stuff, somebody, somewhere is going to let their guard down. So why create that environment? I mean, think about it already. Rappers that's not even creating that for themselves a lot of the times is getting caught up. But think about the guys that actually do. Think about the rappers that's in, like, think about the drill scene, right? Think about that. Think about how many of them dudes is dying. Look at Chicago. Look at Philly. Look at New York. Look how, it's like 80% of them dudes is dead, gonna die, or is in prison facing RICO charges. That's just what it is. Now, the percentages may be a little high. It may be low. But that's scary. So, as always, I'm going to defer to y'all. What do y'all think in the comment section below about the feds once again swarming and raiding his house? I want to hear what you got to say about that. It's your brother, O God, man. Hip Hop News Uncensored. Peace.